Oh man, this. All right, look. This video may not make sense to a lot of people because this is something I need to explain. But and this is a show and tell video, okay, guys. But this is a statue. This is a piece. This is a collectible item that I've always wanted ever since I was 22 years old, and it was a long time ago. It was this movie that stuck with me since I was a child. It's called Trilogy of Terror. This movie was the outbound of people being traumatically fucked up. I mean, look, I'm not trying to say that this film is creative in all tones. This film literally is just like the films that we know, like like the Chucky films, the Annabelle films, just a doll going ape shit, and you have to get rid of the doll before like all hell breaks loose. But hell has to break loose so the movie can continue. But what I like about Trilogy of Terror is that Trilogy of Terror was a film that was in the creative tone when it comes to the delivery of you being pulled in of what the doll can do. It is a voodoo doll. I guess it's a voodoo doll or whatever. I have to watch it again. But this doll is a creepy looking doll. It's like a small black doll with a perm. It looks like Lil Wayne without no fucking tattoos. It holds a fucking spear with baraka teeth. And the trick to this doll is the fact that if this doll does not come to life unless the seal around his waist is has fallen off, and they explain this in the film. Now on the film, the the chain is gonna fall off, but it's not like it was broken off. It's not like she put the damn doll down in a rough manner and then the chain just shook its way off the waist. They wanted you to think that, but that wasn't the case here. If you and my cousin pointed this out, if you look close to the doll's head, you see somebody using a string to get the doll. Let's stop. Let's stop. The point is, a dog came to life and he went ape shit and ended up trying to kill the woman. But instead of killing the woman, he possessed the female in, I guess, in a fiery tone manner as it was burning into the damn oven that she put him in. Now, I like the Trilogy of Terror. The movie can be wacky, especially now. Like, you can see the flaws into that fucking film. But the reason why I like it now is because it plays a place into my young heart. But the reason why I didn't buy it was because someone in my family gotten traumatically fucked up. And it was my auntie. And my auntie, she doesn't want to talk about the film. She doesn't even want to think about the film. Someone brings it up. She changed the subject, or she just warns you, say, hey, look, stop talking about the movie. I'm not in the mood. There was even one time I was watching the film and she heard like the doll screaming. And she literally just shut the door, but she still heard the door. She still heard the doll screaming through my room through the door. So she just opened the door and told me to cut the TV off. It was a long time ago. I did not know that they had a doll of this. I had no idea, and I wanted to buy it, but my family told me no. They said no. It's no. Just don't do it. Just don't buy it. If your auntie does not like the movie, what makes you think that she wants you to get the doll itself? So I left it alone. I stopped. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even like it. Didn't even went in my mind until I met one of my exes, and I showed her the film while we was together because she's into scary movies. So when I asked her about Trilogy of Terror, she has never heard of it. So I showed it to her, and she loved it, and she thought it was crazy. And I told her the story about my auntie, and that was years ago. That was a long time ago. But she sent me a mail. She sent me an email telling me that she has bought something for me for Christmas, and it came early. And I came home and I saw the package. It was the doll. Rebecca, If you're watching this, this is, listen, at first I was going to tell you to ship it back, but then I thought about it. We was all traumatically, well, I was traumatically scared as a kid. Like Halloween, the John Carpenter film, just Michael Myers' face. I was watching it as a young kid because here's the thing. I've always thought that killers and monsters come out during the night, but what, and I kind of knew the pattern. As long as I don't watch movies at night, or as long as it's daytime, then then monsters won't show up. But my dad showed me a film that monsters can show up during the day, and it was Halloween. And the scene when Michael Myers was creeping in the freaking bushes, the scene when Laurie Strode looked outside and she saw him through the freaking curtains, and it's not like he's imposing. It's just the face throws you off. And anybody can make a mask like that. They actually had a nerve to buy a mask and scare me all around the freaking house. They even chased me outside. So she bought me this, and I was gonna take it back, so I kept it. So now it's my turn for some payback. So here's how the doll looks. Stay tuned. So as you can see, the doll looks very well detailed. It looks very well crafted. In fact, I just like the way how the doll feels. The doll feels like it has that wooden texture to it. And I think it's because the way how it's been like carved up and crafted into the figure that it is. It's not really made of wood, but the textures of it can fool you if if you don't really do your research. The reason why I'm saying that is because when the doll came here, I've opened the box and I noticed that like the head was missing. But I glued it back on. The head was missing out of his body. So I used super glue. Super glue is your best friend, especially when you have statues that are gonna wear off or gonna break down. This doll was made in the 1970s, 1977. So I'm not saying this doll is around this age. I'm pretty sure they made other updated versions of it, but you'll never know in this day and age when it comes to the rarity of these items. But here's the spear. The spear, it looks detailed as well. I do like the way how the spear looks. The spearhead also broke as well, so I have to glue that back. I don't know if y'all can see the tape that is around the metal edge of the spear itself. But I don't want to lie to you guys, but this is something that you're gonna have to go through, especially if you're a collector like myself. When you buy as many statues, or when you get statues from other people, you're gonna have some that is not gonna be shipped in the correct manner that you are hoping for. But other than that, I do love this. I do love this doll. This doll is so crazy. I have to put it by the edge, by the corner of my room, so I can at least keep an eye on it while I'm sleeping. So there you have it. That's how the doll looks. That's where I placed it. Placed it right by the film itself. Now, honestly, some people that has seen Trilogy of Terror, they actually agree with my Auntie standards because the film itself is just the thing when it comes to voodoo and stuff like that. But I just feel like, listen, there are worse dolls like this that is far more detailed and far more based on the realistic justice of it coming to life. Like there's actually a doll. They actually made another doll like this, and if you take the strap off, it's a motion sensor. The doll can actually move its mouth. So luckily Rebecca didn't give me that one. If she gave me that one, I would have been like, oh my God, that would really trip me out, especially if the doll can talk. Y'all saw the strap on the doll. I forgot to mention that. And the strap feels like, I think it, like when I was touching the strap, it felt like it was glued in. It felt like it was glued in, or it was pressed in. I didn't want to mess with it, so I just left it the way it was. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the show and tell video.